Hey guys, so today I wanted to try out some new masks, but first of all I'm going to put on some lip balm because I had stupidly dry lips today. And I think I was picking them in my sleep because I've got this massive red patch in the middle. I'm just putting on the Nuxe Rêve de Miel. I really want to try like the Laneige sleeping mask or like the Bite Beauty agave thing, agave lip mask. So the masks I'm going to try out today are these two from Derma V10, and you might be looking at these and thinking, hey, they look kind of familiar. Yeah. I'm gonna compare them to the L'Oreal ones. I'm gonna do these two because they're the two that I'm using at the moment, so I have the experience fresh in my mind, but I also have the one that's got aloe vera, and I will be comparing that to the Derma V10 one as well and see how they compare. So let's start with the red algae one. This is the exfoliating. Actually, you know what? Let's fix the hair first. Fix the hair, and then we can sort this, because otherwise I'm just gonna end up with mask all up in my hair. Right, there we go. Let's it up. I will say straight off the bat that this is a slightly thinner consistency than the L'Oreal ones. A lot thinner. And it hasn't got quite the same sort of particle in it. I will have to look up the ingredients. I'll do that for the full review, but the particles don't seem as chunky as the L'Oreal ones. There doesn't seem to be as many of them either. So if you're looking for a more sensitive version of the L'Oreal masks, this might be one to check out. But the thing with the masks being thinner is it should do the job without being as drying as the L'Oreal ones. So if you have like dry skin and you still want to do a mask, this would be one to check out. So I am going to let this sit on for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go get some washing hung up, and I will be right back. Okay, so that has been on for a wee while. It's been on long enough for it to start tightening up. It's not completely dry, but this sort of mask doesn't normally completely dry unless you leave it on a silly length of time. So I'm just going to wash it off and see how it reacts, or how my skin has reacted to it. So I think that did quite well, actually. Oh, I've still got some on my forehead, oops. My skin doesn't seem to have had any adverse reactions to it. It doesn't with the L'Oreal one anyway, but it does feel nice. My skin's still a bit wet, so it's not like I can glide my hand over it, but it does feel smooth. My skin does look a lot cleaner. It's definitely more of a more gentle exfoliation. Like I said, the particles are a lot smaller, and there are a lot fewer of them in the mixture. I will see if I can do a comparison. So there's the L'Oreal one, and there is the Derma V10 one. You can already kind of tell just from looking at it like that this one is a lot thinner of a consistency. This one is more of a paste. This one's more of like a lotion consistency. And if I hold them up close enough, hopefully you can see the difference in the particle ratio. Like you can see that the L'Oreal one is grittier than the Derma V10 one. But that does mean that this one is probably more suitable for sensitive skins. This one, it can feel a bit abrasive, especially if you put too much on, which I sometimes do. So I'm going to go in with the charcoal one, and being as we're... No, I'll do the comparison afterwards as well, like this one. So, charcoal one, again, definitely feels a lot thinner. It actually kind of reminds me of the consistency of the one from Origins. That is one of my favourite masks, is the charcoal mask from Origins. I think the Origins one is maybe slightly thicker than this. So I'll just get this on. I like the smell of this one better. This one has a slight mintiness to it, whereas the other one, the red algae one, it actually kind of had like a perfumey scent to it. It was actually a little bit sickly, but it dissipated. It was just as you were applying it, it was a bit pungent. Yes, I am applying this really liberally. Just make sure I get the full effect. Now, they always say apply a generous amount. So, a generous amount has been applied. Again, I'm going to leave this on for about 5 minutes or so, go do a few other little chores, go see what Luna's after, and I will be back to tell you how it went. Okie dokie, so we are back again. It is mostly dry. In the areas I did put it on thicker, it hasn't dried quite as much. It seems to perform pretty much the same as the L'Oreal one. I'm going to go wash it off and see how my skin has reacted. The reason I keep referring to how my skin has reacted is because I have had some very adverse reactions to cheap face masks before, and these are relatively cheap. I think they're like £2 a pop. Like the super jug ones, I used to love them. They were like £2.50 for a tube or something like that, for £3. And then they reformulated them, and they every time I had to use one, it would leave me with this horrendously red face. So I'm very cautious about lower, like, bargain, cheaper priced face masks. It's not to poo-poo on them, it's just caution. Caution. So let's wash this out and see what happens. That actually felt really nice to wash off. It felt a bit like a hydrating cream wash. It was very nice. It hasn't left my skin like sticky or anything, and as you can see, no red face. That is awesome. I'll just quickly compare that to the... And also, another note, it hasn't left black marks everywhere. That makes me happy. So I'll just quickly dry this off so I can hold it up. So we have the L'Oreal one and the Derma V10 one. I will just hold them together. I'm not entirely sure if my L'Oreal one is so thick because it's almost at the end of its life. But as you can see, it is really thick. It's almost like a paste consistency now, whereas this one is definitely a lot more lotiony, a lot more creamy, very light on the skin. I didn't feel like tugging or anything on the skin as it dried. It has little particles in it, but they didn't feel like exfoliating or anything. Maybe it's just bits where the charcoal hasn't quite blended into the formulation. But the L'Oreal one leaves me red-faced. It feels really tight when it dries, and it makes a mess of my sink every single time. This felt really light on the skin. It felt, you felt it dry definitely, but it wasn't one of those, I'm gonna rip my face kind of thing. Didn't make a mess of my sink. Felt really nice when it was washing off. This can be a bit stubborn to wash off. This just came off. It felt like a really nice hydrating wash. So I really like both of them. If you're looking for really cheap face masks, something that isn't, you know, just something for like everyday kind of use. If you're looking for more of an intense exfoliating mask, then the L'Oreal one would probably be better. If you're looking for a more intense detoxifying mask, these would be great. But as far as those two go, I'm quite happy with the way they've performed. If I'm just doing like I do like to mask fairly regularly, almost daily, and those two seem perfect for that sort of job. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. So I'm gonna go and get on with the rest of my skincare. My skincare at the moment is nothing new, so I'm not gonna bore you with it, and I'm gonna sign off here. I will do a full comparison of them on the blog and compare like ingredients ish. I'll try to. I'm not a whiz with ingredients, but I'll try. So yeah, if you are interested in them just now, I will link them in the info box. I got mine from Freebridge Direct, and if you go through Top Cashback, you can get a little bit of extra money off of them. Just FYI. But I will do a full review, try them out a little bit longer. As I say, this is just a quick first impressions, a quick first comparison. I do like them. They're definitely more of a a lighter version of these guys. These guys are definitely more intense than the Derma V10 ones. But if you're not looking for intense stuff, I think these would probably be right up people's alley, especially if you're on a budget. These are full price. These are £7.99. These are £2 a pop, or thereabouts. So you could probably pick up all three for the price of one of these. So I'm hoping that they hold up. So I'm going to test them out a little bit longer, and if they're great, I will highly recommend them. If not, I will come back and tell you if they've done horrible things to my skin. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.